KJA Global Channel. Freedom by Design.
The questions that test freedom.
The 30 articles, Q&A. Masterclass Series. E136 Article 11 Innocent until proven, and no crime without law. Truth, integrity,
and institutional trust. Article 11 pairs with Episode 92.
What does the presumption of innocence actually require?
It requires that the accused be treated as innocent throughout the process, and that the state, not the accused, carry the full burden of proving guilt to a high standard. The accused need prove nothing. Doubt resolves in their favor.
The implementation consequences are concrete. No one is punished before conviction. The accused cannot be compelled to confess, and officials and media must not treat suspects as guilty.
The presumption is the structural recognition that the state's power is vast and the individual's is small, so the burden must rest on power.
Across sectors,
It governs bail, pretrial treatment, the right to silence, and the conduct of prosecutors and officials.
why does it matter who carries the burden of proof?
Because whoever carries it bears the risk of doubt, and placing it on the state means that uncertainty protects the individual rather than condemning them.
If the accused had to prove innocence, every person unable to disprove an accusation would be convicted.
And the state could punish on suspicion alone, by requiring the state to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. The system accepts that it is better for a guilty person to go free than for an innocent one to be condemned.
The allocation of the burden is the whole moral architecture of a fair trial.
Across sectors,
It shapes evidentiary standards, the inadmissibility of coerced statements, and protection against self-incrimination.
what is the principle of legality? And why is it paired with innocence?
Legality means no one may be convicted of an act that was not a defined crime when committed, nor face a heavier penalty than the law set at that time.
It binds the state to rules fixed in advance, clearly defined and publicly known, paired with the presumption of innocence.
It closes the two great avenues of abuse.
Convicting the innocent and inventing crimes after the fact to ensnare a target. Together, they ensure that punishment follows only from clear law and proving guilt, never from powers after the fact displeasure.
It forbids retroactive offences, vague catch-all crimes, and increasing penalties after the act.
How are these protections kept real under pressure to convict?
Pressure to convict.
Public outrage, political demand, the urge for a scapegoat is exactly when these rules are most needed and most eroded.
The catalyzing safeguard is structural insulation.
Independent courts that hold the state to its burden, regardless of public mood. Rules that exclude evidence obtained by coercion, and a firm bar on creating or stretching offenses to capture a disfavored person.
The protections must be strongest precisely when the temptation to abandon them is greatest, because a presumption that yields to outrage protects no one.
Across sectors, independent adjudication, exclusion of coerced evidence, and strict construction of criminal law.
Difficult questions do not weaken freedom. They protect it from shallow thinking and unaccountable power.
Examine the assumption, verify the evidence, continue learning, and turn understanding into responsible civic action.
Share this discussion, participate thoughtfully, and subscribe to the KJA Global Channel so that the learning continues.
KJA.
Knowledge justifies authority.
Freedom must not only be imagined.
Freedom must be designed, protected, and lived.